Hello, Free Leaguers. I am Paco Garcia, the Free Leaguer, and today, surprisingly enough, and I say surprisingly enough because I really was not expecting that I was going to be getting this so quickly. Just a few days ago, I released the Coriolis, the Flowers of Algorab press release that I got from Free League, and lo and behold, they have been absolutely amazing and sent me one for you to take a look at me. So this is going to be just the unboxing because, as you can see, this is still completely and utterly sealed, and you can see this is going to be very cool and very heavy. So let's take a look at what's inside. But first and foremost, let's get rid of the cellophane because it's very shiny. And since I am in my new home studio, which, as you can see, is a little bit let's say less refined than the previous one that I used to have when I was living in Paris, but you know, give me time and everything will be hopefully back to normal. But for the time being, I just have this tiny space, which is also my office space, to do all of the videos. Let's just say that the plastic they have used is actually pretty good. So thank you for that, really. I much appreciate your find. So anyway, we put that there, and this is it. This is the cover. I really love how it looks. It's just so shiny. You can see all of this. But this is a beautiful cover. Now, the idea of some sort of astronaut looking at this tiny person, whatever it is, in what appears to be some sort of spaceship of kind, in the vastness of nowhere, is absolutely fantastic. The back of the box, as you can see, has all the descriptions of everything you need to know in order to be able to buy the Flowers of Algorab, including a list of all the components, which we are going to look at like now, because that's the point of this video. Damn, this box is very thick. I really love how thick it is. Right. So let's start from the beginning. Let's put this aside and let's take a look at the dice. They're actually from, oh, this is heavy and they sound lovely. They sound really, really nice. They have some really cool iconography, which I love. Let's see if I can bring this a little bit closer for you to look at and see if the camera will focus. No, cameras do hate me sometimes. I'm so sorry. Maybe this one will do. Let's see if this one will get. No, we tighter. Why the world? Never mind. But you have 3 dice in black and 3, 5, 9 in beige with different iconography for the 1s and the 6s, and they look super cool. Super cool. Great. Okay. Yeah. The ubiquitous Free League catalog. What's this? Who's this from? Oh, Gun Adventure. I haven't seen this. That looks cool. Invincible. Did another press release about this. This is looking very good. Press, you know, the starter set PDFs look gorgeous. We have a set of cards. Before we go into the card, let's go into the books. So we have a lot of stuff in here. This is a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. Damn, this is really heavy. Really, really heavy and incredibly shiny. I think this camera will show you. See how shiny it is? It's super, super shiny. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I'm going to have to change the lights because otherwise it's going to be shiny forevermore. So, softback, hardbound. A lot of pages in here for a complete setting. This is 191. Okay. A lot has gone into this. And I love the smell. It has that beautiful smell of new book. It's just beautiful. So, what do we have here? In the table of contents, we have the introduction, the first and last man, which goes from page 11 to page 38. Then the search for Nadir, Ganad Gate to the horizon, Nilam the golden star, Origa the eternal storm, Hamlet in the graveyard of worlds, and the eighth Algorab, the dreaming god. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 adventures in the usual kind of abstract, gorgeous artwork. Damn, this is so cool. So beautiful. Like the I like the layout. Even though I keep complaining about that, and I know that at this point they're not going to be able to do anything about it, the distance between paragraphs. But the truth is, and this is just for me because I have my dyslexia issue, and this separation is not enough for me to stop seeing this as a wall text. But as a graphic designer, I can tell you this thing has enough space for everything to breathe very, very nicely, which is lovely. I love the use of icons and how they all relate to each other, even if they are slightly different, which is the mark of very good art direction. And the way that they have used all the titling and subtitles to differentiate everything very clearly is really stunning. Absolutely stunning. So we get a lot of adventure in a box set, which I don't know how much it cost, but quite frankly, they could ask me for 40 or 45 years for this, and I would pay gladly, because just this, you would probably be paying that if you were to buy it by itself. So the expedition booklet for the Great Dark. We get the systems of the Hammurabi Arm, with a quick map of Gehand in here, conflicts. So basically, this is the lore for the world and the station, which again, looking really simple, very clear. The whole thing is beautifully marked. And I really love the simplicity of the solar system map. It makes it look absolutely stunning. And the artwork, not one piece leaves me indifferent. Not one. They're just gorgeous. This is something I was very much looking forward to seeing. And is these technical sheets for spaceships. This is the grasshopper. This is a shuttle, and the rhino. There's a ground thing. Then we get a few more maps. I'm not going to go too much into them because they're likely to be related to some of the adventures. I don't want to bring in spoilers. The paper looks very thick, and that is very nice. And then we have another map of Rigel or Rigel. I don't know how you would pronounce it. Please do let me know. I would like to learn from the best. That would be you. And here we are. And another map. Another map of the Lost Horizon. It's just so beautiful. It's like, I have a book somewhere about mystical shapes. How people in ancient times, they associated shapes with mysticism and how many different mystical symbols. And this has that look to it. And it's just fantastic and very thick. The paper is lovely. And this is the ship city. This is absolutely stunning. One of the things I like about this is this kind of retro-futuristic feel to it. Like if it was a map of a science fiction series from the 1920s or 1930s, or even a little bit earlier than that. It looks just, it's fantastic. It is fantastic. And it's amazing how the difference between those two styles really makes it stand out even more. Another ship map, very much like a blueprint, but of course without being a blueprint. And some terrains. We have a few tokens, which are incredibly simple. You know, they're nothing really amazing about them. And we're going to go last, but not least, for the cards. And you may be wondering, Paco, why have you left this to the last? Because this is the hardest to open usually, because I can't see that this is having any of these little strips where you can pull on this. Now you're probably going to see me using my teeth. Yeah, to open this, because otherwise I get frustrated and to the point. So, okay, so we got now this here. Okay, the cards are not bad. They're not great. They are not super thick, and they're not laminated. So beware of groovy fingers. You don't want that. And we have a set of initiative cards. You know, because the Year Zero engine works with this kind of initiatives cards where you give people, you know, the players, the chance to get one, and the GM gets another one, and then people can, you know, the players can swap the cards so they can go in whichever order they want, and they decide who's going to go first, using, you know, the order of the cards, which is very good. And I love, again, the iconography. We have weapons like a flamethrower, another flamethrower, a grappling gun, a Zaptilon gun, the great pistol, the Fusilier revolver, another one. So we have a lot of, wow, the Lumin rifle looks amazing. A lot of weapons. And on the back, we get the description of the weapons with the armor rating, the extras, the blight protection, how much it costs. 8,000 euros. Oh no, this is the whole suit. This is a building suit. Yeah, that's famous. That's very young. No, these are building suits. Okay, so we have a heavy building suit will cost you 12,000 euros. Look at that. 12,000 euros. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But we get the heavy suit euro, the standard building suit, standard, and the light building. So this is something that's in the core book, and they explain everything about that. Having this is very cool. So little addition. And then we get these cover cards, and I am not going to go into each one of them. I'm just going to say that there are a good number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These cover cards where you get, okay, okay, good. Oh, we get that. Interesting. Okay, so jokes aside, as I was expecting, because I always expect something cool from Freddy. They don't seem to be putting one foot wrong in front of the other. Everything they do is absolutely gorgeous. And with this, again, they have succeeded in impressing me, which not always easy, but they do it all the time. This looks super amazing. If you liked the Coriolis RPG, Coriolis The Great Dark is one that you should look into because it gives a completely different atmosphere. It adds, the birds as a different kind of companion to the player characters, and it's placed 200 years in the future. I wonder if there's going to be if it's in the making, a new Coriolis edition that is contemporaneous with the Great Dark. This, the Flowers of Algorab, is going to give you an awful lot of adventure to play with, and it is absolutely gorgeously produced. So if you're looking for a new science fantasy game, I think this is something that you are not going to go wrong with at all. But if you have already played this, I would really love to hear what you have to say, or if you have any questions, please do let me know, and I promise that I will do my very, very best to answer it as quickly as I possibly can. But until the next time, thank you very much indeed for being in this new little space that I promise I will try to improve as much as possible, as quickly as possible, and I will talk to you very, very soon indeed. Take very good care.